Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field. This is the start of a long game. There's 3 soccer games here today. This one is Lynn English, Saugus girls. Saugus making their second straight trip, coming off a win against Classical, and now taking on English. Coach Chris Coviello of Saugus and Ed McNeil of Lynn English are very good friends, except when the ball's in play. Lynn English is 3-8-1. Saugus got their 9th win against Classical, and that put Saugus into the state tournament officially. They lost, well, maybe the first game, at least one of the early games. The Swamps got their only loss. Alana Aldra's in net. Pamela Rosales for Lynn English. Saugus is a very good team. They got some very good players. The one to watch for English is number 10, Melissa Zaya. She's their leading scorer with double-digit goals and points. Saugus, they passed the ball very well. Now a shot from long range, over everything and out of play. They lined it up, drilled it, and it went high over everything and out of play. And it was Allison Lloyd with the shot. Saugus right back at it. Dumping it down the far side. English gets there and knocks it out of play. Deflected, knocked away. Saugus keeping it in the English end. English breaks it up. Saugus gets it back. Look, trying to get loose and get a shot off. They finally get a shot off, but they kick it wide off to the right, off the foot of Olivia Burke. English will kick it away. And it deflects back towards the net. Saugus gets there first, keeps it in, takes the shot off the side of the net and out of play. Off a couple of Saugus heads going back toward midfield. And Saugus takes it away. And Fanning on it, went up, had it, and then shot changed it. English now kicks it away. Tipping it in front, English clears it away. And that's going to get kicked wide and out of play. English will kick it away. Ariana Garcia boots it. Saugus picked it off. Trying to center it and get deflected. Saugus centered it. They got a head on it, and the header went wide. So they're all around the English net. That was Shaylin Grook with the header out in front. Saugus keeps it in. And they take another shot, and again, it goes wide right and out of play. And they don't have anybody chasing the balls. So that one went way down behind everything. They kick it away again. Saugus picks it off again and keeps it in the English end. Trying to center it, got blocked. Saugus lines it up, blocked nicely by English. And they call Saugus offside. They made the nice little pass down around the end line, but there was nobody there except the Saugus player. So way offside. Saugus again trying to keep it in, and they do. Picked off by Zayas. Nice little shift, but then it gets taken away. Ali Ronan took it away. Now the shot from long range again is going to go wide right and out of play. Saugus getting a lot of shots, but they haven't got any on the net. Again, Saugus keeps it in. English finally clears it out. Shot from long range again off the foot of Allison LeBlanc, and it goes wide right again. Tipping it ahead, tipping it back. They dump it ahead. Saugus picks it off and keeps it in the English end where it's been the entire time on the clock. And trying to go, Allison LeBlanc gets taken down. Free kick coming up. LeBlanc will take it. Just inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now they're going to move it back, all the way back to the 22. Almost a straight-on shot. And she knocks it home. Under the top crossbar, just inside the near post, a bullet. All that pressure finally pays off. And Saugus has grabbed a 1-0 lead. English is playing. This is the first time it's been in the Saugus side of the 50-yard line. And very quickly they put it back in the English end. Foot race. Everybody trying to get there. It gets knocked out. And they're calling it off Saugus. English will get to kick it away. They knock it back deep. Garcia gets there first and knocks it away. Kept in by Saugus. Trying to center it. Blocked and knocked down. Saugus tees it up. And Ronan knocks it high over the net and out of play. They're saying it bounced up and hit Zayas on the arm. She's saying no. She went up, got it with her body, knocked it down, went to go get it, and they said it got her on the hand or the arm. So LeBlanc will take the free kick from just inside the 40. And Rosales comes out and plays it on a hop, and she'll kick it away. Down the near side, Saugus deflected, got it back by everybody. Saugus picks off the pass, gets it to the middle, trying to line up a shot. Off the post. Rosales went high in the air, couldn't get a hand on it, and it hit the post and bounced out. Big break for the Bulldogs. Saugus. From a tough angle, that's Burke driving it, but it goes behind the net and well out of play. It's almost like a shooting gallery for Saugus here in the first part of this first half. English has got the ball past midfield once, and it came right back. They knock it ahead. Biondi knocks it away. And quickly from past the 50-yard line, it goes right back. Coming down the far side. Saugus trying to throw it in front. Rosales is there to grab it and hold on, take it away from one of the white shirts bearing down on her. And that was Ronan, I believe. Shot, Rosales knocks it down, leaves the rebound, and English gets there and clears it away. They knock it from one side to the other. Blocked. English, for the first time, is going to carry it over the 50-yard line. And it get broken up at the 50-yard line and taken back. English clears it away. Saugus coming right back. Lead pass down the far side. The shot. It got tipped. Nice pass from an angle. Rosales got a piece of it, and it got deflected off her hand into the net. Kaylee McEachern with the goal. Well, Saugus keeping the pressure on, goes up 2-0. And they're right back at it. Tip. Saugus tracks it down. English trying to take it away. Into the middle, deflected off a foot. From long range, just over the net. Didn't miss by much going under that top crossbar. That's Allison LeBlanc again. Boy, she's got a rifle shot. English finally clears it away, but Saugus takes it away. They tip it by Zayas. Coming back the other way. Again, tipping it down that far side. Looking to throw it in front. Gonzalez makes the catch with a couple of white shirts bearing down on it. Burke was one. I think Grook was the other one. Zayas got broken up. Tipped away nicely. Shot from long range. Gonzalez makes the save off the shot by Ronan. And she'll boot it away. Zayas got double teamed. Saugus took it away. Trying to knock it deep. They knocked it off Ogbuke. English steals it away. Ogbuke tried to send it upfield, pushed a little too far, couldn't go get it. And now Zayas knocks it away from Maressi. Maressi with it. Booted high and deep. Deflected away. And they're going to call Saugus, I think, for pushing off. There were 3 or 4 red shirts, and I think it was Burke that was trying to go up and get a head on it, and she kind of bumped the English players off. So English will get a free kick. Tipped away. Zayas with it. Trying to throw it upfield. It got blocked by April Aldred. And now it's going to go out. And it's going to go out off Maressi. English will make substitutions. English will get the throw in. Deanna Estrada with the throw in. Saugus knocks it deep and it's staying in bounds. It looked like it was going out. Saugus gets there and keeps it in bounds. They tip it ahead. English breaks it up. Trying to get the shot. Biondi is there to knock it away. Zayas knocks it down. Can't clear it away. Ronan keeps it in. Tipped by. Looking for the shot. Nice save. Rosales just got a hand on that one. Jamie Monroe Rodriguez ripped that one off, left-footed. It was hooking, was going to go inside the far post. And Rosales made a tremendous save. That's a big-time play by Pamela Rosales. Corner kick for Saugus coming from the far side. They just play it in rather than take it. Now they boot it out front. Loose. Blocked in front by the defense and then knocked home. Jess Carter knocked it home. English defense blocked the first shot. They couldn't clear it. It hung around. And then Carter just stuck her foot in. And Rosales had no chance. So we've just about reached the halfway mark of this first half. Saugus has put 3 on the board. Saugus 3, English nothing with a timeout. I don't know why we're starting at midfield again. Looked like we're starting the game over again. Saugus didn't score. Excuse me, Saugus did score, I'm sorry. I thought there were play going on before the timeout, but after the goal was scored, they called the timeout. Saugus coming right back. English breaks it up nicely. Good defense by Newson. It's only momentarily gone past the 50-yard line into the Saugus end. And it hasn't stayed there for very long at all. Newson breaks it up again. English tries to clear it. Saugus keeps it in. From long range, the shot. It went into the net. Rosales was trying to play it. She watched it sail over her head under the top crossbar. And LeBlanc gets her second. She had a high pop-up that went inside the near post, under the top crossbar, and just sailed over the head of the goalie. She went up high. The net is about 6 foot high. I think it's like 24 feet wide. And she popped it up, and everybody watched it go. Rosales went as high as she could go. She reached, and it just went over her fingertips and settled into the back of the net. And LeBlanc gets her second goal. English is finally going to get some action down deep. The throw-in. And Saugus takes it away, takes it back the other way. They knock it deep. And they knock it deep down the far side. Saugus collects. And Newson is there to knock it away. And English knocks it out of bounds. And knocked out again by English. Pass in front, trying to walk in. They had the right idea. They had Burke wide open in front, and the pass bounced over her foot. Perfect timing, had the right idea, and just couldn't complete the pass. And now Ronan, that's a couple of times she's nailed it over the net. English will make wholesale changes. English has it taken away. And the shot Beyond, they got a piece of it, knocked it out of bounds. They push it across again, walking in. Can't get the shot off. It got blocked. They went too deep. Juliana Perry trying to carry it out. Blocked and taken away. Behind the back trying to get a pass off. And they're going to call, I don't know if they hit somebody in the hand or Saugus is offside. Biondi is going to take the free kick. Popped up. Headed upfield. English trying to keep it in. They knocked it out. It went out off Kaylee Smith-Walton. Both teams will make a substitution. Too far ahead for Bowden. Kept in nicely from long range. Saugus knocks it away. Saugus picks it off and they knock it out off Gamboni. And knocked out by English again. Bright sunny day, couple of puffy clouds, blue sky, and just have to wait a minute, I guess, in New England because I guess tomorrow's supposed to be heavy rains and cool, and it was a little bit cool and damp the other day. Now today it's up in the 80s and it's extremely warm, and it's got to be really tough down on the field for these young ladies, especially on the turf. If it's 80 out, it's got to be 90 or 100 down on that turf. They threw it in, but they blew the whistle because there was a sub being made, and they brought the sub in, and that was Zaheen. Bowden breaks up the play and knocks it away. Knocked away by Zaheen. And Saugus gets it back. Taking the shot, it hit the post, and they're there following it in and knocking it home. It hit the post. Rosales is going over to get it, hit the post and bounced back away from her. And a wide open net. Easy pickings for Saugus to knock it home. Jamie Monroe Rodriguez. Saugus has jumped out 5-0. Can't keep it in, it goes out. So Saugus obviously will make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field, knocking off both the Rams and the Bulldogs. English's big problem is scoring obviously, but in the games, they've won 3, they've tied 1, but they have an awful lot of problems putting the ball in the net. And Ed McNeil's coaching technique usually has been trying to keep the other team off the board and don't really open up your offense, which would open up the offense for the other team. And to try and tighten it up, surround the goaltender with bodies and try to keep the ball away from her. But it hasn't worked here. This is one of the few times the English has kept it in the Saugus end for any length of time. And we're coming up on 10 minutes left and a half. Saugus lost it out of play. We'll get a substitution for the Bulldogs. Saugus blocks it, tips it away, and he tipped it out. The English will keep it in the end. Smith Welton will take the throw-in. English trying to get some kind of shot to the net. It skips past and goes out of play. English is going to get a corner kick. Out in front, Saugus will clear it away. English trying to keep it in. Shot from long range, gets deflected to the near side. Out in front, blocked out in front, blocked again. So they got a couple of shots off, but didn't get it to the net. Saugus knocks it deep. And Saugus will take it away. And English will knock it out. Jillian Recupero battling with Zaheen, and Zaheen broke it up and knocked it out. Kelly Gray with the throw-in. Zaheen is going to let it go out. Saugus got there and kept it in. Trying to center it. They collect on the pass. Broken up. Saugus gets it back. Back checking by Juliana Perry knocks it away. Saugus trying to knock it down and collect. They finally track it down. And it gets broken up. Saugus back checking takes it away. And they tip it to the far side. And it got blocked and out. And Saugus will get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. Saugus got a foot on it. A little over the shoulder kick. Went to the net. Rosales knocks it down and just grabbed it ahead of a white shirt. Trying to make the pass, they pushed it too far. Jessica McCosey got that little I guess they call it a bicycle kick over your head to Rosales. She got it, knocked it down. Actually, it was DJ Monafo. Rosales had it, knocked it down, and just grabbed it before another white shirt was looking to knock it home, and I think that was Jillian Recupero, I think. This is Recupero now with it down the near side, trying to throw it in front. Knocked away, and then English knocks it out. Recupero knocked it down but couldn't collect it. And now English gets a foot on it and knocks it away. That was Gamboni, I believe, knocking it out. Gray again will throw it in. Zayas trying to get around, knocks it deep. Saugus is back there to take it away. Megan Bluette. She plays the deep center field defensively for Saugus. English will get the throw in. Perry gets it back. Saugus lost it out of bounds. Went out off Mareshi. They fanned on it, and by fanning on it, they got it by one of the defenders that bounced over their heads, but then English lost it and got it back again. Saugus bangs it off one of their own players. They finally tip it up in the middle. English got a piece of it. Saugus finally clears it away. All the way over to the Saugus bench area. English knocks it deep, and Bluette is there to knock it back the other way. English breaks it up. Saugus collects. They knock it deep down the far side. It skips past one of the defenders. Tipped it. Biondi is there to knock it away. And it's going to go out of play. Substitution for Saugus and English. Broken up by the Bulldogs. Saugus keeps it in, pushed it too far. English pushed it too far. Bluette is back there. All of a sudden that sun ducks behind a cloud. It looks like it's midnight out there from what it was. Looks like somebody pulled the shade down. Turn the lights off. Gets knocked deep, it's going to go out of play. We're in the final 2 minutes and counting of this first half. Saugus comfortably ahead, 5-0. Bounces by everybody. And Saugus knocks it back the other way. And they knock it wide and out of play off the foot of Jamie Monroe Rodriguez. English trying to collect. LEHS trying to knock it ahead, picked off by Saugus. Nice little couple of give and goes. Brings it downfield. They tip it ahead, looking for a Recupero. Gets around, throws it in front. Saugus was wide open in front, but they had their back to the net and couldn't collect the pass and get a shot off. Recupero threw it out in front, and Jessica Makosi was there, but she was looking back upfield and had her back to the net, and she got her foot on it, but she couldn't turn and get a shot off. Recupero dumps it down the far side, and it gets knocked out. Saugus will get a corner kick. Can't be a lot of time left. This is a long 2 minutes. Corner kick coming from the far side. And Megan Bluette will take it. And it got knocked in, and that was Recupero. She put it right in the middle of the net. Rosales went up to get it. It got tipped in, and that ended the half on that goal score. Jillian Recupero was in the right place, standing right in Rosales' lap, and she was able to get a piece of it with her head and knock it in. And Saugus dominates the first half. They lead English 6-0 at halftime. We're underway in the second half. English and Saugus. Saugus well on their way to make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field after beating Classical in a tough game the other night. It was only 1-0 at halftime. Now Saugus having their way here with English. English doesn't have a shot on net as yet. Little tip in, little pass behind. Saugus breaks it up. That's Rapley, I think, breaking up the play. LEHS trying to knock it upfield. Saugus takes it away. They tip it to the middle. And it gets broken up. I mentioned before that Coach Coviello for Saugus and Coach McNeil for English are very good friends. They have lunch at Tony's once a week or so, talking about the league and their friendship. So you know that Saugus coach doesn't want to embarrass English. He's pulled a lot of his very good players. Allison LeBlanc, who had 2 goals, is no longer in the game. He's got a few of his JV players that he brought for this game. There are other teams who would say, let's see how many goals we can score. He's got a lot of freshmen that are out there playing. And he brought 3 extra JV players as they knock it deep, and Rapley knocks it away and out of play. She's playing well. Newson's playing well. Beyondi's playing well. They knock it all the way back. And then Saugus just kept it in. Now they didn't keep it and it went out. I think the only thing remaining for this one is, will English score? Because they're not going to get 6. Saugus is going to get their 10th win, and they're going to be building towards a very good seed, if not number 1, certainly a high seed in the tournament. Broken up by Biondi. Biondi breaks it up again. Saugus takes it back in the middle. Tipped, picked off by the Bulldogs. And it's going to get knocked out of bounds. Zayas trying to knock it ahead, gets it ahead, but then Saugus breaks it up. Knocked deep, Rapley's going to let it go out of play. Five different scorers for Saugus. Allison LeBlanc has 2. Saugus punches it ahead and tracks it down in that far side. They complete the pass further down the far side. Trying to line up a shot. Knocked away. Saugus collects. They're not even trying to get it to the net, I don't think. Skips past. Zayas will collect. Trying to get around with a little shift. Knocks it deep. Saugus is there to collect and knock it away. And then Saugus will knock it out. English will get the throw in down deep. They haven't been in this spot many times. Smith Welton will take the throw in. Substitution is made, they'll throw it in. Saugus blocks it, knocks it upfield. And then it gets knocked out again into the Saugus bench area by Saugus. Skipped past everybody, and Saugus will clear it away. They knock it deep, English knocks it back. So English is keeping it in the Saugus end right now, but not getting a shot on net. They knock it deep. It gets by everybody. Saugus is going to track it down. English breaks it up. Saugus carries it back, and they just knock it out of play. Trying to walk in, they dropped the pass back. There was nobody there. Saugus is trying very hard not to get a shot on net. Saugus knocks it out. Pop to the near side. Saugus can't keep it in. This is in Ferraro with a young freshman. Bringing it up. It got broken up by Ogbuke. Saugus breaks it up. English trying to knock it upfield. Saugus breaks it up. And again, Saugus doing just about anything they can to not get a shot on net. They move it just so far, like now, and then you just push it around and move it back again. It's almost like Swampscott's going into a deep freeze, like basketball, closing out the game, holding on to the basketball, running the clock out, except Saugus can't run the clock out. They had somebody breaking from the far side. If they threw it there, they would have walked in alone, but they threw it backwards instead. And now they knock it back again. Saugus not even looking for a shot. Now here's an opportunity. They can walk right in and take a good shot. And they finally do, and it almost got knocked in the net. They threw it out in front, and Smith Welton was there, and she got a foot on it and knocked it right at the net. Luckily, it went over the net and out of play. Corner kick coming for Saugus. They just play it out of the corner. And it got blocked by Rapley. They pop it up. It takes a bounce. It was bouncing, going to go inside that far post. Rosales just hustled back, picked it off, and kicked it away. Saugus holding on to it. He was getting tired, just chasing him all over the Manning field. And they knock it back again. English takes it away. Saugus breaks it up. They knock it deep, too deep. It's going to go out of play. Back to that deep center fielder. As Madison Goyechi taking over for Megan Bluette, who's a normal center fielder. They certainly get a lot of practice passing the ball, that's for sure. Tipped and not taken away. Nice little tip play. Coming down the near side, Saugus catches up. Another nice play. And that was Abdali Merida. Two nice defensive plays. And then Saugus knocked it out. And English will be down this end for the first time in a very long time. "15 minutes in to the second half." English kept it in. It got deflected away. Saugus will carry it away. And LeBlanc is back in the game with her 2 goals. English trying to clear it away. Rapley fanned on it, got it back, carries it upfield. Blocked. Saugus player went down. Rapley kept it in, and she banged it off LeBlanc. Everybody overran it. Saugus gets it back. English punches it deep. This will be the first time that Aldred will touch the ball. They haven't come close to having her even making a play from long range or coming out, getting the ball. It just hasn't happened. They haven't been there. LeBlanc trying to get around, throws it in the middle, tipped off Rapley, and it's going to go out of play. Saugus will get a free kick, corner kick from the near side. Broken up by English. Zayas to the middle. Saugus breaks it up. Ulan got a foot on it. Ulan gets another foot on it. English trying to clear it away. Saugus with a little shift takes it away. Saugus has it walking in the middle. Almost looked like they were trying to take a shot. And then Rapley overran it and left it right there at the 3-yard line. It got cleared away by Biondi. Throw in coming from Saugus. Bounces by everybody. Popped up in the air to the middle. Bounces off. LeBlanc winds up in it. Knocks it all the way back to Goyechi. She gets the return pass. They got broken up by Uland. Zayas kicks it to the far side. Brought back to the middle. Saugus breaks it up. English takes it away. Goyechi will track it down. And Saugus will take it back the other way. Rapley gets by one. Pass down the near side. And trying to knock it deep. And knocked it too far off the foot of Merida. Substitutions for both teams. It is a brutally hot day out, and it is brutally hot down on that field. Biondi lost it. Rapley's there to track it down. We're halfway through and counting the second half. Rosales will come out, play it on a hop. Saugus hasn't even attempted a shot on net. They've just been passing it around. If they get close, they pass it back. They break it up. English knocks it deep. Saugus will track it down. Zayas knocks it deep to the far side. Perry trying to get there. Had it. Knocked away. She gets it back. Nice little give and go by Saugus. Tipping it ahead. Biondi's there to break it up. Saugus keeps it in. Nice lead pass. Got broken up. Saugus kept it in, and he knocked it back. And he knocked it all the way back. Broken up nicely by Zayas coming down the near side. Cuts to the middle, trying to throw it deep. It got blocked by Alicia Martinez. LeBlanc almost had a wide open net from there because Rosales was way over to the far post and she didn't take the shot. Saugus just knocked that way out of play. I don't know if that was by design or if they thought the player, there was a player on that side thinking she was going to break down in that corner. They let her pass way too far. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. I don't know what that whistle was for. There were no substitutions. There's no timeout. English had the ball coming up field. Now, Smith Welton is going all the way on the other side. And it's going to take, I don't know how they come up with that. I don't understand that at all. Coming up on 15 minutes left in this one. All the scoring done in the first half. 5 different scorers. Allison LeBlanc getting 2 for Saugus, and they lead it 6-0. And the last one they scored, I don't even know. I question like that last play with Smith Welton. The ball was coming up the near side. English had the ball at the near side, coming up at the 30-yard line. They blew the whistle. They gave Smith Welton the ball, and she went all the way across field down to the 20-yard line beyond the English to throw a pass. I don't know why. And like at the end of the half, Saugus leading 5-0. They gave a corner kick to Saugus, and as they kicked it, it was Recupero got a head on it, and as she knocked it into the net, they said that's the end of the half. I don't even know why they gave them the free kick. They were leading 5-0. The game is over at halftime. I don't know why they just didn't say that's the half, rather than give them a corner kick and give them a chance, and then they score a goal with virtually no time left on the clock. Biondi broken up, but gets it back, carries it away, breaks it up again, and Smith Welton finally knocks it deep. Substitutions for English. English trying to knock it to the net. Doesn't get that far. Clancy knocks it away. It got blocked by English. And it's going to go out. They're calling it off English. Saugus knocks it ahead, Saugus knocks it back. It's going to go out off English. LeBlanc will take the throw, but we're going to have substitutions first. He knocks it away. Saugus gets it back. They knock it deep down the far side. Knock it to the middle. Zaheen lost it. And she came together with Smith Welton. They bang it off English, but they get it back. If nothing else, Saugus is getting a lot of practice passing the ball. And they've had all kinds of opportunities to get several shots here in the second half, but they haven't even looked at the net. Rosales could have bought a ticket for the second half. Headed away by Saugus. Biondi has moved up in the middle. Blocked. Rapley has moved up as well. Trying to find some way of unlocking the key for the offense. They'd like to at least get on the board. Substitutions for both teams. As with 10 minutes and counting left in this game. Rapley will throw it in. Perry trying to kick it to the middle to Biondi. Saugus picks it off. Clear it away, and then it gets knocked out by Merida. Substitution for Saugus. Rapley skips it past, but couldn't go get it. I think that's Burke playing dead center field now. Julian knocks it ahead. Saugus picks it off. Gray knocks it ahead. Zayas, they move Zayas back on the back line. Saugus knocks it deep, and then they knock it back. Rapley broken up. Saugus keeping it in. In fairness, the Saugus team, a lot of these kids play soccer year-round. They have clubs that play AAU. English, you can tell just by the skill of the players that they don't do a lot of soccer year-round. It's not they play because they enjoy it. They work hard at it. They give it their best shot. Saugus got a whole bunch of players who are very well experienced. And you can tell just by the pass the ball, the shots they take. English having trouble with, they may have a couple of people that play, but one or two people can't get it done. It's not like basketball. If you score 40, you could give your team a win, or if you're the pitcher and you strike out 18, you could keep your team in the game and maybe win the game. Even hockey, get a hot goaltender. But that net is nowhere near as big. You can fit 4 or 5 of those nets in this one here. Takes a lot of practice and a lot of experience and a lot of doing to be able to handle the ball with your feet the way these kids do. It's absolutely amazing. I used to marvel at the Harlem Globetrotters when they dribble the basketball. And I'd say, that's amazing. But that's with their hands. The things they do here with their feet are, absolutely incredible. And to kick the ball the way they do. I mean, LeBlanc with those couple of goals, one was a line shot, one was a high pop-up, but you got a couple of others that went over the net that were solid shots. You don't want to get in front of those. Takes a lot of hard work and dedication in all these sports that these kids play. And the kids just don't go out and start pitching and throw strikes 80, 90 miles an hour, or you don't hit 310 or 20-foot home runs first time you step in the box. Fielding ground balls, being behind the plate, catching, trying to throw guys out at second base, shooting 3-point baskets, hockey shots. Those just don't come by accident. It comes from a lot of hard work, a lot of repetition. Rapley trying to walk in, got broken up. He just got excited for a minute, thinking they might be able to walk in and they maybe get a shot on net. Recupero drops it back. She's got a goal in the game. She scored the goal with no time left on the clock. She tipped it home, and the official said that's the end of the half. Here's a case they could have got a shot, didn't take it. Saugus hasn't even looked to get a shot in the second half. We mentioned Coach Coviello, very good friend of Ed McNeil's. The last thing he wants to do is embarrass him, but he also wants to win the game. He's already qualified for the state tournament, getting by Classical in a good game here at Manning Field. And then he wants to get good positioning in the state tournament, maybe get a home game. Although, as I mentioned in the game against Classical, I don't know if they want a home game because their field is not good at all. They tell me their field is like a swimming pool. We're in the final 2 minutes and counting. All the scoring done in the first half. Allison LeBlanc got a free kick from the 20-yard line and ripped it over the head of Rosales under the top crossbar inside the near post. And that was all Saugus needed. LeBlanc added a second one. And then Kaylee McGeckern, Jess Carter, Jamie Monroe Rodriguez, and Jillian Recupero added goals. We mentioned Recupero's was LeBlanc will get an assist on that. She took the corner kick, put it right dead center in the middle of the net from the corner, and Recupero was right there and got a head on it, knocked it in as time ran out in the first half. That was the 6th goal, and that was the last shot that Saugus had on net. They haven't even attempted a shot here in the second half, and I'm not even sure why. The only one that knows how much time left is the official down in the field, and with the score 6-0, I don't know why he wouldn't just blow the whistle and say that's it and get these kids out of here. It's got to be over 90 degrees down on that turf. It's extremely hot out. So Aldred is going to get a very easy shutout here. Recupero had a shot, didn't take it. And with all this going on, I was just going to say, even more reason to blow the whistle and say, let's end this. Because Saugus wasn't even trying to take a shot. The official had to know that this one was over. No sense lengthening anything. So English will go to 3-9-1. Saugus will make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field. Allison LeBlanc leading the way with 2 goals. 5 different scores for Saugus. They get 6 in the first half, and they made it stand up. Didn't even attempt a shot in the second half. They win it by a score of 6-0 over English. They'll go to 10-1 and improve their seeding, and they'll try to keep doing that in the state tournament. So Saugus 6, English nothing. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.